Hey everybody, we're back. All right, so one thing I forgot to mention, so far I have not cleaned this at all, and before we paint this we need to be absolutely sure that we clean it properly, otherwise the paint's not going to stick. Right from the factory it has a really waxy kind of a slimy coating on it, and that's a residue from the bath that this is formed in at the factory. The 3D printing process is pretty cool. This emerges from a tank of liquid resin, and after being hit with lasers, at least that's how I understand it works. I could be wrong. Anyway, we're going to at this point take our pin vise. I'm going to go ahead and unchuck the tap, and I'm going to go ahead and put in the drill bit. To do that, these pin vices have several different sized little, I don't know what you call it, an arbor or something in that nature, but find the one that fits the number 10 drill bit the best. I think it's a number 10, but it's the one marked number 10 on that Harbor Freight kit. I'm going to take that, put it in the end of the pin vise. And these pin vices aren't very expensive. You can get it from Micromark, or you can get it from your local hobby shop without a whole lot of money. I tend to chuck the drill bit about half or 3/4 of an inch protruding from the pin vise, and that should be just fine. Now you'll notice on this kit, not all of them have this, not all my kits have this, but on this one I have included pre-drilled or pre-formed pilot holes for all your grab irons. So now I'm going to take this little drill bit and I'm going to go along, and where all of these grab irons are, there's a little ladder that runs up next to this door. There's a pair of handholds that are long and vertical on either side of the door and on the middle door as well. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to clean them out with this drill bit, expand them a little bit. Right now they're probably about a 10,000th, and I want to bring them out to about a 20,000th because I prefer to use 20,000ths wire. If you're not going to be moving your equipment by hand very much, yeah, it's fine to go with like the 10,000ths wire. It makes a real cool looking scale grab iron. It doesn't look as clunky as the ones that I put on, but my modular club, the group that I belong to, that I run my streetcars with, we are modular, and so we set up at county fairs and things like that, and my equipment gets kind of a lot of rough handling. So I use the 20,000ths wire, which you can buy at your local hobby shop. You can get it on Amazon, what have you. I use that because it's a lot less easy to crush and to mangle the handholds when somebody grabs your car, or if the thing derails and takes off into one of the line poles or something like that. You don't have to worry about having to rebend your handhold. Anyway, so again, be gentle with this material. It can be a little bit easy to damage if you're not careful. You know what? Come to think of it, I'm going to go down a few sizes with this drill bit. I think I must have had the wrong one out. Let me go ahead and go down to about a... this one is marked about number 7. Alright, so I just selected the number 7 one here, and it looks like it's about the same as this 20,000ths wire, or a little bigger. I'm just kind of matching it up for size. I think that'll be alright. It won't be too difficult to get the wire into the hole after I can run it through. So bear with me. This is my first video. I know it's probably going to be a little bit a little hokey and stupid, but better than no video, right? Okay, so I'm going to find the hole and start to drill gently into it. Don't press too hard, just be gentle, go in straight, make sure you're not angled. A little bit of pressure, and eventually the drill will go through. So, I don't know if you can see it from home, but I just cleared out that drill, or that handhold on the ladder right there. I'm just going to go up and down the ladder, each side of it. Take your time. Try not to jam the bit through the model or break your bit off. I realize that, yeah, brass models come with these things already installed, so brass is cool, but there just aren't a whole lot of Illinois Terminal Class Bs out there to be had. That's why I make this model available to you. I wanted it. My markup in the store is really low. I don't make money off these things. I make them available to the public simply because I love this hobby and I want people to be able to enjoy it without breaking the bank. And I know that these things are still slightly expensive, but unfortunately the 3D printing technology is still slightly expensive. So I do my best to make these kits as inexpensive as I can for you. You know, if you got suggestions for a kit, by all means write to me or let me know. I will take it into consideration. That said, I will not probably make every kit that's suggested. If I don't want it in my own collection, I probably won't make it. Or if it's something that's commonly available in brass, again, probably not going to make it, because why bother? If you're going to spend more on my kit than you would on a brass one, I probably won't make it. Upcoming kits, Newark Railway's double-decker, I'm gradually thinking about how to pursue. I've got a handful of other cars in the hopper right now that I'd like to do. There's probably going to be an Illinois Terminal Class D articulated version of this freight motor. The B, the C, and the D were all very similar in the body of the cab. A little bit different roof contour, but the B, while having two trucks, was kind of a conventional freight motor. The C and the D were giants. They had articulated trucks, 8 axles apiece under them. So I'm trying to work on coming up with a D that won't break the bank to power, but we'll see how it goes. Kind of the limiting factor on the kits that I make is what drives are available to power them. So anyway, I'm going to continue on this. I'm going to keep drilling out these little pilot holes to a larger size, and I will come back in a few minutes and we'll keep going on the assembly.